All right, so I don't know how many of you are watching on RETV or who were there live, but in case you missed it, we have a new Miss Jamaica World. Miss Jamaica World 2018 is Khadija Robinson, Miss Fontana Pharmacy, standout contestant, crowd favorite, a Hampton alumnus, they say in this article from the Jamaica Gleaner. She held off competition from 15 other young women on her way to the coveted crown. She also won 3 sectional prizes, which included most photogenic and best gown. So what was the third one? I don't remember. New queen had they had a new, what you call it? A new crown and a new, what do you call it? Something that the queen sat in, throne at the event. And so she will be representing Jamaica at the global pageant in Sanya, China on December 8th. Yep. So congratulations to you. This beautiful, most popular vote. Popular vote is the other one that you won. Thank you very much there, guys. Appreciate it. Good competition. Yes. So go on now.
What's your name?
Isia. Oh, sorry. Isia. I think you were saying
Isia Thelwell was first runner-up and Catherine Harris was second.
Can I tell you something, Nev? The answers to the sectional questions, the questions that they ask each of them in the top 5, were so heartfelt and touching. Isia spoke about her experience with sexual trauma about a year ago and saying how that propelled her to want to do something like this. It was just a really touching set of questions and responses. I can't remember the last time we've ever heard the young ladies opening up quite so much. So I'm sure that helped a lot of women who were watching. But beautiful ladies, congratulations all. And I guess we'll wait to see what happens in December with Khadija. I'm sure she'll be a fantastic representative.
Yep, good luck. All right. The Ministry of Education, Youth and Information, they say they've invited principals and curriculum implementation teachers of all independent prep and high schools to a meeting this week. They say matters relating to the implementation of the National Standards curriculum and the primary exit profile, PEP, the K-13 strategy and safety and security in schools will be discussed. The meeting is scheduled for Wednesday at JC, and it's set to start at 11 o'clock. The ministry said it would also use the session to distribute curriculum documents to each school. It said the consensus or the census information was used to determine the quantities to be distributed to private institutions. Ministry said training of principals in public schools had already taken place and teachers' sensitization sessions would get underway later this month. There you go.
There's a lot of anxiety surrounding PEP.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm just trying to figure out how else you place kids from prep and primary to high school.
Well, people are suggesting that they go back to GSAT until they're figuring out, or start with the grade 3s for PEP. Allow the 4, 5, and 6s to go ahead with the GSAT model and start preparing and conditioning the minds in grade 3 for when the PEP cohort starts in grade 4. Because it's a really different way of thinking. I was looking in some of those books and I'm not really sure so well how I would do. I'm
sure you do.
Anywho, moving on. What is this now? Management
Petrojam
of
again.
Petrojam. Wow. The current management of Petrojam. They've launched a probe into the expenditure of 1.4 million Jamaican dollars to host a premium party.
For 25 people. 25 guests was a standard price for a premium VIP event, they say.
Okay.
Says the company also spent a little under 5 million for accommodation, food, and a board of directors meeting.
Say that again?
It says the company also spent a little under 5 million, US 37,000, for accommodation, food, and a board of directors meeting.
In addition, paid more than $17 million to an American company to provide balanced scorecard training and strategic development. Balanced scorecard is a tool that's used by businesses and governments across the globe to set and measure targets effectively.
Well,
oh, whoa. So the training was provided to 20 managers and supervisors who also received certification. This is in a 9 steps to success methodology. But this article says if the participants had been sent overseas for training, the same 20, then it would have been $2,950 in addition to the cost for airfare, per diem, and accommodation, as opposed to the $17 million that was spent to bring the folks here.
Well, they're in the news for the wrong reasons, but a good reason is they're in the final Petrojam of the Business House football competition, and they play against your old company, Grace, who got the better of us.
Oh, what you say?
Yeah, Grace.
It's a big company, you know.
Grace beat RGR Gleaner Group on penalties yesterday.
Somebody else. Okay, no, you're tearing me because I'm between RGR.
Yeah, and then the day before, Petrojam got the better of Scotia, 1-0.
I see.
John McCain laid to rest, and a couple of former presidents, Barack Obama and George W. Bush, paid tribute to Senator McCain. He did not invite Mr. Trump, but Mr. Trump's daughter and her husband, they were there, and Republicans are a little annoyed that they were not given front row seats. They were more to the back of the church, and they were a little bit annoyed about that. I think they should
Republicans were?
Yeah. I think they should be happy that they were invited in the first place.
Well, there are some people who are saying that even if they were invited, they ought not to have gone, given everything that's happened.
Yeah.
But there was one Republican who said that the family took note of Ivanka Trump saying some very honorable things about Senator McCain and decided that it was okay to have herself and her husband there. His daughter also gave a very passionate eulogy. Top line coming out of the funeral services that Senator McCain was a very decent man and that he didn't stand for what the current administration, let me say, stands for. And there were stinging rebukes in the eulogies about the state of America and what is happening and how to fix it. So yes, that's it for our Hot Topics. There's a viral video right now with Mrs. Bush passing candy to Mr. Bush, who passed candy to Mrs. Obama, and it's gone viral on the
That's good to see, though, Republican and Democrat.
And that's what I think that's the message you wanted to send.
That's great to see.
Yeah.
Sir Donald just no, not empty grace.
He was playing golf.
Sir Donald. All right. My good friend Aubrey is back with us again. He wants to say thanks to Kyle and staff of the B.D. Gregg and Brothers Company on Maxwell Avenue. Apparently you help out my Obs, so he wants to say thanks, and he wants you to have a great day and week. And
we want him to slow down. That's what we'd like. We'd actually love that, Aubrey.
I want to say happy birthday to this little cutie. Her birthday was yesterday. Her name is Elizabeth Zawadi Doig Maitland.
Pardon me?
Yeah, her last name is Doig Maitland.
Oh.
So she's Elizabeth.
So Zawadi's her middle name?
Zawadi Doig Maitland. Soon come Elizabeth.
Destined for great. Oh my God.
Really cutie.
She's adorable.
Yeah, look at that. Yesterday was her birthday. And the greetings coming from your dad, Zawadi, your brother, Zawadi Jr., and your grandma, Marcia. So her name is Elizabeth Zawadi Doig Maitland. Her dad is Zawadi. Her brother is Zawadi Jr., and her grandma, Marcia. You know who's that too? Mike Fennell. So Mike Fennell's son is Mike. I think his grandson is Mike Fennell.
Is his daughter? Does he have a daughter?
Of course.
Is she Mike too?
Yeah, but I don't think she's married to a Mike.
Oh, I know who his daughter is.
She was Casey.
Casey.
Yeah. So I think
maybe Casey's middle name is Mike. Who to tell?
4 Mikes.
Okay.
Got any birthdays?
No. What date is it even? September 3.
Yeah. School starts.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, folks. Have a great day today.